Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the latest updates from the automotive and defense industries around the world. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing developments from the Middle East, the 2026 Iran tank. This newly revealed armored vehicle represents a significant leap forward in Iran's military vehicle engineering and is generating a lot of buzz, both regionally and globally. The Iranian defense sector has been known for its homegrown military technology, especially given the limitations it has faced over the years due to sanctions and import restrictions. As a result, Iran has invested heavily in developing its own tanks, armored personnel carriers, and missile systems. With the 2026 Iran tank, it seems they've taken yet another step towards self-reliance and modernization. At first glance, the 2026 Iran tank boasts a formidable presence with its sharp, angular design, reactive armor plates, and low profile. It's evident that the designers have paid close attention to both survivability and battlefield functionality. The tank appears to incorporate a combination of influences from Russian and Western designs while maintaining a distinctly Iranian identity. This blend of engineering makes the tank a unique presence among the international lineup of next-generation armored vehicles. One of the standout features of the 2026 Iran tank is its composite armor system, which is said to combine steel, ceramics, and reactive elements to provide a high level of protection against both kinetic and shape charge threats. Reports suggest that the tank can withstand hits from modern anti-tank guided missiles and shells, though exact specs have not been officially confirmed. Another notable advancement is the tank's active protection system. This includes radar and infrared sensors capable of detecting incoming projectiles. Upon detection, the system launches countermeasures to intercept or deflect threats before they strike the armor. This places the 2026 Iran tank in the same category as advanced tanks like Russia's Arma 2 and Israel's Merkava in terms of survivability and modern defense features. Moving on to the firepower, the 2026 Iran tank is equipped with a 125mm smoothbore main gun. This gun is capable of firing a range of ammunition types, including high-explosive anti-tank rounds, armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot rounds, and even guided missiles. The ability to launch laser-guided missiles through the main gun adds a powerful long-range engagement capability that could give it an edge in desert warfare or mountainous terrain, which are common in Iran's landscape. Supporting the main gun is a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun and a remote-controlled 12.7mm heavy machine gun mounted on top of the turret. These are standard for modern tanks, offering defensive capability against infantry and light vehicles. What's particularly interesting is the inclusion of an advanced fire control system, said to be domestically developed. This system includes thermal imaging, laser range finding, ballistic computers, and even AI-assisted target tracking. Sources close to the defense sector suggest that this AI-assisted targeting allows the tank to identify, track, and prioritize threats more efficiently, even when moving at high speeds or under heavy countermeasures. This could dramatically increase first-shot hit probability, which is a crucial metric in tank versus tank combat scenarios. When it comes to mobility, the 2026 Iran tank doesn't disappoint. It is powered by a turbocharged diesel engine producing around 1,200 horsepower. That's enough to push the tank to a top road speed of about 70 km per hour and maintain decent maneuverability in rugged terrain. The transmission system is automatic, with up to 7 forward gears and reverse. While we don't yet know the exact power-to-weight ratio, estimates suggest it's in the same class as other modern main battle tanks. In terms of suspension, the tank uses a torsion bar system with hydraulic dampers, allowing it to handle uneven terrain smoothly and maintain stability while firing on the move. This is especially important in the kind of varied terrain found in Iran and its neighboring regions, from deserts to mountains and even urban environments. The tank's operational range is approximately 500 kilometers on a full tank of fuel, with the ability to extend this via auxiliary fuel drums attached to the rear of the vehicle. This kind of range ensures it can conduct prolonged missions without needing immediate resupply, which is critical in large-scale operations or when supply lines are under threat. Inside the vehicle, the crew compartment is designed to house a crew of 3, commander, gunner, and driver. Unlike older Iranian tanks which required a loader, the 2026 model uses an autoloader system, allowing the reduction of crew members and freeing up internal space for other systems. The crew is protected by reinforced armor and internal blast protection, reducing casualties in case of a direct hit or mine explosion. One of the more futuristic aspects of this tank is its digital battlefield management system. This includes real-time communication capabilities between other tanks, command units, drones, and infantry. Integrated GPS, terrain mapping, and real-time threat updates allow the crew to make faster decisions and operate more cohesively with broader military formations. While the tank is still undergoing final field testing, early reviews from military analysts suggest it represents a serious upgrade from Iran's earlier models like their Zulfikar series. It appears to integrate lessons learned from conflicts in Syria, Iraq, and other nearby regions where armored warfare has evolved rapidly in recent years. Iran has always placed a high emphasis on indigenous development, and with the 2026 Iran tank, the country showcases its continued commitment to military self-sufficiency. Given the technological leap and strategic messaging involved, the rollout of this tank sends a clear signal that Iran intends to remain a regional power with modern capabilities. But what about the tank's real-world performance in combat? That remains to be seen. Iran has a history of showcasing impressive-looking systems during parades and state-run media events, but without confirmed battlefield usage, it's difficult to validate some of the performance claims. However, based on leaked specifications and satellite imagery of recent testing grounds, military observers believe this tank is not just a showpiece, it's combat-ready. We also need to consider its export potential. Iran has strong defense relationships with countries like Syria, Iraq, and Venezuela. It's possible that the 2026 Iran tank may be offered to allied nations or militia groups as part of broader military cooperation agreements. This would extend Iran's influence and provide field data on the tank's performance outside its own borders. Now, let's talk about the cost. While exact figures are not publicly available, it's expected that the 2026 Iran tank is significantly cheaper than Western counterparts such as the American M1 Abrams or the German Leopard 2. By focusing on local production and avoiding expensive imported components, Iran can keep costs low while still delivering high performance. This makes the tank attractive to countries seeking affordable alternatives to NATO standard equipment. Another thing to note is Iran's commitment to upgrading and modifying its vehicles over time. The 2026 tank is likely to receive ongoing software updates, fire control improvements, and maybe even drone integration in future versions. Given Iran's rising focus on drone warfare, a drone launch capability from the tank or drone-assisted targeting might be introduced within a few years. The tank also includes modular systems, meaning it can be configured for different mission types as urban warfare, desert operations, or mountainous defense. This kind of adaptability is essential in modern combat where a one-size-fits-all approach often leads to operational failure. There's even talk of an unmanned variant in the works, or possibly a remotely operated tank for high-risk missions or reconnaissance roles. This aligns with global trends toward automation and AI on the battlefield. While such a variant might be a few years off, Iran's emphasis on autonomous systems could lead to rapid developments. In summary, the 2026 Iran tank marks a serious investment in armored warfare capabilities. It blends modern design, combat functionality, and self-reliant engineering in a way that is both strategic and symbolic. It sends a clear message to adversaries that Iran is not only keeping up with global military technology but is also carving its own path. With a focus on survivability, firepower, and advanced electronics, the tank is more than just a vehicle, it's a centerpiece of Iran's modern military doctrine. While questions about its combat effectiveness will only be answered in real-world scenarios, there's no doubt that the 2026 Iran tank deserves attention from military analysts and defense enthusiasts alike. We'll be keeping a close eye on further developments, including international reactions, testing footage, and potential export deals. Whether or not this tank becomes a global player, it certainly marks a turning point in Iran's armored vehicle evolution. Thanks for staying tuned to the latest updates in defense and military mobility. The 2026 Iran tank is just one of many cutting-edge platforms we're covering. From tanks and missile systems to next-gen combat vehicles, we'll continue bringing you in-depth analysis and updates.